guys, it's Christy here from Moonglow Art Studio. I've got a very short tutorial for you today showing you how to make your own crackle paint with just a few different supplies. You can see you've got a really nice variation of small cracks and large cracks, and I will show you how to do that today. What you're going to need is thick paper. Today I'm using just Strathmore acrylic paper. Very, very thick, harder than your normal cardstock. So, quickly, you're going to need a paintbrush. I'm just using a cheap hardware store brush. Elmer's School Glue or Glue All, just a liquid craft glue is fine too. And craft paint. I do not suggest using your nice acrylics on this because, as you can see on my little example here, I used good acrylic on this paint and just regular craft paint on this, and you can see the variation. If I get it in view, you can see the variation. There are basically no cracks in here at all. There's a lot of cracks. You can see I have the white paper on there, and I just painted black craft paint, let it dry, and then did this over. So you can do a couple different colors and have it show through. You can really have a lot of fun with this. So to start, I poured out some glue onto just a yogurt lid. Use whatever you have around. You can use a palette, that's fine. And then I also have my craft paint already poured here as well. With my big brush, I'm going to lay down a bit of the glue. Now, if it's very thick, it's going to take forever to dry, but the more glue you have down, the thicker the cracks are going to be. So, it's hard to see because it's white on white, but you can see just a nice sheen, and I don't have it extremely thick. Before this dries, this is the most important part. You're going to take your craft paint and you're just kind of going to lay the paint down across. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you so you can see this. Just lightly lay it across your paint, or your glue, I mean. Hello. I'm very sleep deprived today, so I apologize if I'm not making any sense. So I'm going to remove a little bit of that. Otherwise it takes forever to dry. So you can leave this overnight, that's fine, or you can take a hair dryer and speed up the process. I made an example of the same color and everything just a little bit ago before I filmed, and the thinner paint, you have smaller cracks. This, you can see I had thicker paint and it's still not dry, and you don't really see much crackle. But if you leave this overnight, you will see variations in size. So really, that's all you need to do. And this is a nice thing to use. I used the same acrylic pad and made a cover to a journal. I actually made this morning as we were getting ready to go on a little daycation day trip. And just made a little journal, but it's nice. If you want to, you can put a coat of Mod Podge over it. Handy dandy. That's a good sealer for this. And use it for cards, use it for scrapbooking, use it for all sorts of things. Again, with just a few products, you can make your own crackle paint. So I hope you learned something new and are going to try this tutorial. It's really inexpensive and a great way to use up supplies that you have laying around, and then you don't have to spend a lot of money on the commercially made products like this, which also work very well. I'm not saying anything negative about these companies, but I like saving money and using what I have on hand, and that's what this tutorial is all about. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, thumbs up. If you want to get updates with all my new videos that I post, absolutely subscribe. That would be wonderful. Thank you very much.